Good day, and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to take a look at Power in a Pinch, Gohan Kid, and see just how good he is in DBZ Dokkan. Now Gohan Kid is a pretty good unit, I think. Obviously his EZA is coming up, so we're going to have to see how good he is after his EZA. But I wanted to take a look at him now before his Extremes Awakening, just to get a good idea at just how good he is. As he currently stands. So Power in the Pinch Gohan, Exploding Rage category 130%, he's a Prime Battle unit, so he's free to play. Lowers attack on his 12 key and on his 18 key, massively lowers defense. In terms of his passive, he has key +2, attack and defense of 59,000 when there's an ally whose name includes Goku on the team, excluding Goku Jr., Ginyu, etc. He gets an additional key +3, attack and defense of 59,000 when there's an ally whose name includes Goku attacking in the same turn, and he gets an additional attack and defense of 58,000 when performing a super attack. He will perform a critical hit if HP is 58% or less when performing an ultra super, and key +12 and damage reduction of 58% when HP is 58% or less once only. So pretty good stuff. Obviously damage reduction is temporary, but still 1 turn damage reduction of 58% is pretty good if you're in a tight situation. His links are the Innocence, All in the Family, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Infighter, Sharing the Limit, and Legendary Power. He's on the Hybrid Saiyans, Goku's Family, Youth, Exploding Rage, Saiyan Saga, on the Branded Child, and Earth Red Fighters categories, which is all pretty good. Overall, Gohan looks really solid. Stat wise, depends obviously if you have a Goku in the rotation, but you're looking at anything ranging from around 200k to around 270 to 280k depending on support. So pretty good stuff in terms of starter turn defense. Obviously his defense doesn't go up that much comparative to other units when he supers. He doesn't raise defense on his super or anything, at least now in this non-easy 8 state, but he does get that additional 58,000 from his passive. So you're looking at around a max of around 330 to 340,000 defense, which honestly speaking is not that bad, considering that Gohan is obviously free to play. He has yet to receive his Extremes Awakening, and that he came out all the way back in 2022, so about 2 years ago now, which is pretty crazy to think. But yeah, Gohan's really good. Obviously in terms of his passive, he does get crits if HP is below 58% when performing an ultra super, so there is some kind of crit baked into his passive, so you may want to consider additionals to maximize on that. But it is quite health constituent, so it is kind of like based on health and everything. So I think you should rather just go like a split and have some crit as well, because outside of that situation, I doubt that you're going to have a really good time, at least for me. So yeah, that's just one of those things. Obviously, from my side, I would have to say that I think all in all, Gohan is just a really solid unit. His link set's pretty decent, All in the Family, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, and I think he's got a nice flexi kit for a damage dealer. Obviously his damage maybe isn't insane now, but it is pretty good still, and he's still really solid, so I think there is definitely enough to kind of take a look at him and say, well, you know what, he looks pretty good, especially as like a second slot, third slot unit. He's got that flexi damage reduction, he's got that crits, he's got like a decent amount of stuff baked in, and that kind of makes it enticing and potentially interesting to use him overall as a unit. Of course, you do have some requirements, like you need to have a Goku to really maximize him, but it's not too difficult to have Gokus in teams, just in case anyone thought it was difficult to have Gokus in teams in Dokkan. It's really not that difficult at all. So yeah, I think overall it's a really straightforward process, and I think Gohan's a really solid unit because of that. So I think overall his kit is nice. I think he's really nice as a unit, and yeah, I think he will have a good role as a damage dealer. Obviously his EZA is coming around shortly, so that's just going to augment what he does right now, which is really good, and we're going to be able to see just how much he kind of pops off and improves from those EZAs and percentage based bonuses that he's going to get. So really nice stuff. And I think animation wise, Gohan's also pretty cool. He's got some nice animations, to be honest with you. A bit of a shame that they don't have like an active skill with them. I think that could have been really cool. But yeah, I think accessibility wise and everything, Gohan's pretty good. Just as a unit. And I don't think there's too many hindrances to using him. So yeah, I'd have to say I'm fairly confident and happy with how good he is. But of course, it's going to depend on how you feel about free-to-play units. I think a lot of them have really good roles. I think a lot of the EZAs to the Prime Battles have been good recently. First Form Cell feels pretty good. Krillin felt really, really solid. This Gohan feels pretty good pre-EZA. So I have quite good hopes for him post-EZA. And I think, obviously with his dollar turn defense, I don't think you're going to ever see him like really tank. But I think he'll still be really, really good. So yeah, Gohan looking incredibly solid. Like I said, link-wise, probably want to focus in on All in the Family, Sand Warrior, Sin Lineage, sharing the limits, a decent key link. He doesn't need a lot of key because he gets a lot of his key from his passives, depending on whether there's Goku or no Goku. So as long as you can meet some of those requirements, he'll get a pretty sizable chunk of decent extra key, and he should realistically hit his Ultra Super fairly consistently. But Saiyan Lineage and Shining the Limit are his key links, so as long as you can get one of those, you should be fine. All in the Family has big defensive link, which obviously is a bit of a priority for him. But yeah, outside of that, I think honestly overall a really good unit. And yeah, I think ultimately at the end of the day, a unit that's really solid, and I quite like him. So that's going to be it for me. In terms of link leveling, I think you get quite a bit from link leveling, but mainly from All in the Family. But outside of that, I don't think there's a huge benefit to link leveling, at least on the surface level. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, of course, leave a like. If you have any queries or questions, you can leave them in the comments down below, and I will gladly take a look at them when I can. That's it from me. Bye.